Hi, and welcome to another video of No Brass, No Ammo. In this case, what I'm going to do is actually has nothing to do with munitions, guns, or anything like that, but what it does have to do is with tactical gear, and tactical gear for your iPhone. I've been hearing a lot about this new Lifeproof case and how you can take it in the water, how you can drop it, how you can get snow, sand. I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube, and I've actually watched the Lifeproof video that they have on their website. But I've actually people using it or get some real good sense of, can you hear when you're talking? Does it affect the volume? Can you really listen to it? Does it affect the video? The quality of the videos while you have it on? Does it affect the pictures while you have it on? I think we can all agree with all the videos out there and the tests that have been done, it does work when you throw it in the water. It will turn on, and it does keep it dry. So I'm not going to do any kind of testing that set. But what I am going to do is I'm going to kind of do a timeline, and I will do almost like a video diary of this case. So I'm not going to show you how to put it on. I'm not going to open the case and tell you what's in it. I'm simply going to put it on my phone. I'm going to use it normally, like I normally do, and I will give you some video journal style of how good this, or how bad this Lifeproof case is. So stay tuned and see you soon. By the way, today is December the 12th, 2012. In the year of our Lord. Welcome back. Today I did the test. When you open up, first of all, when you open it up, it tells you to do a water test to make sure that it seals properly without the phone. So you seal it all up, drop it in water, leave it in the water for over an hour, and then afterwards you take it out, you open it up, make sure no water has gone inside the case. I did that and everything worked well. Like I said before, I'm not really concerned about the waterproofness because there's plenty of videos out there that show that the waterproofness does work. My main concern was, how does it sound when you make a phone call? How does it sound when you have it on speakerphone? How does it sound from the other person that's on the other side of the line? And can you hear music on speaker? What's the quality? Do you lose quality? Do you not lose quality? Those are the questions that I had that I didn't really see anywhere else that was actually answered. So I want to talk to you about the last 24 hours that I've had this case. After I put it on, I made some phone calls. I didn't have any issues. Matter of fact, I made a phone call with the speakerphone on, with the phone out of the case. I continued my conversation, put it inside the case, and my caller never knew that I enclosed. That's pretty good. I was very, very impressed. I was expecting the caller to tell me that, hey, you sound muffled now, or something's different. What's going on? And I didn't get that during the call. I changed it from speaker into regular handset, and again, the caller didn't notice anything different. I didn't notice anything different from the speakers, and I didn't notice anything different from listening to them on the headset. So I was pretty impressed when it comes to that, because I really, really thought that it was going to be muffled. I really, really thought that it was going to lose clarity, and I don't know how. It's some kind of proprietary technology that they use in order for it to work that way. So good job, Lifeproof, so far. Okay, I'm going to continue using it, and hopefully I don't have any problems in the future. But so how does it handle with it on? As you can see, the touchscreen works. Maneuver through it with the case on. The case is actually really clear in the front. So I've noticed that I use a lot of skins in my phone previously to this case. This is one of the first cases that I actually saw that I actually liked because of its thinness. I stuck it in my pocket, didn't really add too much bulkiness to the phone. Touch, the sensitivity on the phone and on the screen. One thing that I did notice on the touch on part of the screen is, as you get closer to the edges when you're touching, you have to press it just a little bit harder, not a really firm press. So anything in the middle, because I'm assuming that the way they built the screen, on the center part, it actually bows in, and that's the part that actually touches it from the actual camera, or the actual phone. It actually touches. So the middle part is actually really, really well. On the outside, you'll notice, and when I mean really, really well, when I touch it, everything is fine. It's just that sometimes, especially up here and it's not really working, but if I touch it just a little bit more, then it works. So it's really not an issue. I know it's because those are the parts that are not fully touching the screen. That's why you have to press it just a little bit more. Those are really the only things that I found that you have to do a little bit different with this Lifeproof on. The signal is the same as far as I've noticed and concerned. You know, when I've been using it, there hasn't been really change in my signal. The phone, the volume, you know, putting it on vibrate, having access to the buttons, nothing has really changed for me, other than you know, touching it on the sides, the touch screen on the sides, and all around the edges. If you have something, an app or something that you want to touch, that's the only thing that's actually been different. So for the last 24 hours that I've been using this phone, it's worked well. And oh, by the way, we just happened to get some rain today, a little drizzle. So I was outside and I was using the phone, and you know, a couple drizzle spots, I was still able to send a few texts while the drizzle was on me. So yeah, I was getting a little bit wet, but I wanted to use and kind of let it get wet and see what anything happened. Nothing happened, nothing changed, obviously, because it's really, really good for waterproof. So I was able to use it, walked inside the building that I was in, wiped down the water, and I was good to go. No issue so far. Last 24 hours, I'm actually very happy with this. That I do want to add is the way the speaker system is made and designed. They did a little indentation in here, and from the video on Lifeproof's website, they said that this is part of the reason why they get such good sound quality. Well, I did notice that when you put it on speakerphone, if you place your phone face up, that was the only time that I actually had a caller tell me that I sounded a little muffled. I took the phone off its back and just held it, or put it this way, and I no longer got that muffled sound from the receiver. I also used this phone on the other end. I made some phone calls to the phone, and I didn't hear any quality differences. So I don't know how they did it. I don't know what kind of material they used. So far, so good. Stay tuned for a little bit more reporting on this subject. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Today is December 14th, 2012. As promised, I'm doing a continuation to the Lifeproof iPhone 5 case. This is the Lifeproof Fre, as advertised, or as said on their website, free to do what you want. I'm becoming a firm believer of this case here. I'm really liking it so far, so good. So what I want to add that I haven't talked about is, I found in the last 24 hours is that, you know, I got in my car and I wanted to play some music off my phone, unscrewed the little cap, and I was about to plug in my jack so that I can hear my music. Well, it doesn't fit, and that's one thing that I didn't really think about, but they thought about it. So they actually give you this little connector that fits inside this threaded port, and it'll actually extend it so you can plug in whatever other auxiliary jack that you have that you want to listen to some music. The little cap that you screw off actually has a little spot for you to screw it on here so you don't lose it while you're using this jack. So I didn't have this on me, so unfortunately I learned that, hey, if you're going to use this either on some headphones, or if you're going to use the auxiliary jack to listen to your music, to make some phone calls, whatever it is, you're going to need to use their little tail that they provide in order to use it. Still no issues with any phone calls, still no issues with using the speaker, still no issues with using speakerphone, No issues with people saying that I'm sounding different or anything like that. Everything is going good. You do, I mean, you're going to lose a little bit of loudness on the speakerphone or on listening music on speaker. But, I mean, it's, what do you expect? It's an enclosed waterproof case. But it's nothing that you're really going to notice. It's just barely. And, oh, I took some pictures with it, with the case on. And I don't see a big quality difference. It actually looks just like if I took the pictures without the case. So they did a good job on however they created the little screen for the little window for the camera. So that's another thing that I used today that actually looks and is working out really well. Lifeproof, good job. You really thought of everything, and I really like it so far. Thank you very much for watching. Again, today's December 17th, 2012. I've done several days of continuous monitoring of my phone with the case on, and kind of just getting to see what's been going on daily use, things that we not necessarily think about when we first purchase an item, that we start running into as we progress throughout the days and as we progress in the different uses of whatever item we buy. In this particular case, on the iPhone 5 Lifeproof Fre case, I've already talked about some of the other features. I still have no complaints, and I actually dropped the phone today about 4 feet and no issues. It just took a tumble. I don't even have scratches on the actual case itself, so it wasn't too bad. The phone worked just well. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, it was raining outside. Rolled the window down, held the phone out there, let it get all soaking wet, turned it around, brought it in, wiped it off, no issues. Just kind of doing some regular testing. And the only thing that I probably should have done was probably should have bought a darker color case instead of this white one, because the iPhone is white, but for the things that I'm doing, for the things that I use it, for example, today I was out in an attic crawling around, and it got a little dirty, so I got to clean it up. But I do want to try they have like a military version color. It's like a special edition that they're making. I saw it on their website, but I probably should have bought that one. It just wasn't available at Best Buy when I bought this one. So Lifeproof, if you're listening and you want me to test it out, the military version of it with the different colors, feel free to send it my way. I'll do some testing on it. If you're going to make this purchase, I think it's well worth the money. I don't really like cases. Again, I hate cases. First case I've ever liked. First case that I would actually probably keep on my phone permanently. So go out there and get one. It'll be well worth the money. Thanks again for watching No Brass, No Ammo. Look forward to seeing you in future videos. By the way, I just want to let you know, I did get a hold of a limited edition Red Bull Blue. This is the cranberry flavor. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. I like it. It tastes really good. It's coming to stores in March. Really good taste. I think I like it. I think you guys are out when you do get a hold of it and taste it. Red Bull Blue. It's going to be tasting really well.